Hello, my friends. Honestly, I never go live. Honestly, going live kind of scares me. But I'm about to unbox this thing, and I didn't want to unbox it alone. I just wanted to have somebody else experience this with me. Also, I felt like if I did it on stories, I'd have to like stop and post it and then unbox it again and post it. And I just was like, I'm just going to go live and unbox this thing. I don't really know how lives work, so I'm not sure if this is just you all who normally watch my stuff or if this is other people, but just in case it's other people, I have recently become an ambassador for Bernina. So excited. And so one of the things for the ambassador program is they give you a machine to use for the ambassador program. And so I chose the Bernina L890. It's an overlocker and a cover stitch duo machine. I actually currently own an overlocker and a cover stitch duo machine from a different brand, but now I am using this one and I'm going to be replacing it today. So I figured we should unbox this together. First off, this box is huge and it makes me wonder how big this machine actually is inside. I went to my local dealership, which is Continental Sewing if you're in Kentucky, Central Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky. Continental Sewing is located in Lexington, Kentucky, and that's where I picked up this machine. And they have one on display that I got to play around with a little bit the other day. And so I kind of have had my hands on it, but I haven't had one in person to know like how it's going to fit on my little setup over here in the corner. Let me show you before I pull this out of the box. In case you've never been around in my sewing room, to the left over here by this window is my little serger table. I have a serger currently, a sewing machine, and then a separate cover stitch machine. But this is the one that I'm going to be replacing with the duo machine. And this is the table that I have it on. It has drawers in it, and then I have two different things up here with elastic. So it's got to fit in this space. I might have to end up moving the tree. We'll see. Anyways, back to the actual fun part, which is the machine here. Okay, so I don't know what comes in here. I haven't done any sneak peeks. So this is exciting. Who knows what accessories come with it? I wonder if they have like I wonder if this machine has a built-in walking foot. I honestly don't know. I have talked to a bunch of you though that have this machine and you are absolutely obsessed with it. So I think I chose a really good one for my program. This is a cover that comes with it for in case you travel or in case you like to have a cover over it. I personally don't really use covers, but it's good to have in your back pocket, especially if you travel. Next thing in the box, let me scooch closer, is this. This looks like it's probably for the cover stitch function. I'm excited to play around with it because going between a cover stitch and an overlocker machine or serger, overlocker and serger is the same machine. They just say it different ways in different countries. So if I ever refer to it as a serger, it's the same thing as an overlocker. If I say overlocker, it's the same thing as a serger. Cover stitch is different. But anyways, when you switch between the functions, there's different plates that you put on the actual machine. So I think this is probably for the cover stitch function. No, oh, I do know what this is. Actually, this is a catcher of all the threads. So when you're using your overlocker, there's excess threads that come off, and this has a built-in catcher for it, which none of my other machines have that. So that's exciting to have. Otherwise, your threads and your excess fabric kind of go all over the place. This is cool. It comes with a Mettler Cerakote thread. Shut the front door. If you've never used Mettler thread, I highly recommend. I love Mettler. I use their Ceraflex thread, which is a stretchy thread. Anyways, this comes with 4 spools of this, so I guess it's like built in for you to do your first test when you open it. We've got the foot pedal. Bernina's foot pedals are huge and like very substantial. They weigh a lot. They're a great foot pedal. Random, I know, but they are. Okay, foot pedal. No earthly idea what this is, but we will find out together. A little attachment to go on the machine. Then we have our little accessories. I cannot believe this is happening. I am so freaking pumped. Okay, so we've got the booklet, quick reference guide. I actually do reference these a lot whenever I'm using my machine, so that's good to have on hand. Warranty, so I'll definitely need to fill out the warranty for it. There's a Bernina accessories booklet. So that has a bunch of different feet that you can purchase. The good thing, I think with this one, I got to double check, but I own a Bernina sewing machine, and so I've already purchased a lot of feet that go on the sewing machine. I'm curious, like if it's the same functionality, if I can use them interchangeably. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, this shows all the different accessories you can use for your serger. And then of course they have the full Bernina L890 booklet. That is your manual. Okay, so those are all, oh, no, just kidding. That's not all the accessories. One last thing, you guys, this is the hands-free system. It's a knee lift. I've owned a Bernina sewing machine for almost 6 years. I just recently discovered that this thing exists. This is an absolute game changer. I cannot recommend looking into getting a knee lift. Some other brands do it, not all brands do though. So whatever brand machine you have, I would highly recommend looking into getting a knee lift, because what happens is when you're using fabric, especially that's slippery or maybe it's thick, and you want to have both hands to be able to guide it under the fabric, if you have to take one hand off to then, you know, lift up the knee or the presser foot, you can kind of lose balance with the fabric you're working on. A knee lift allows you to lift it with your knee and keep your hand steady in place. Huge help, especially when you're doing a rolled hem. This wouldn't be on a serger, this would be on a sewing machine. But when you're doing a rolled hem, a knee lift comes in clutch. Okay, now we get to the fun part. We actually get to open the machine portion. Little plug. Hey, quickly before I actually get into this, I want to tell my backstory with Bernina. So I've posted a little bit about it if you follow my stories, but when I first started sewing, it was 2014, okay? And I sewed like handbags and pillows and stuff around the house or whatever, but then I got pregnant with my first child, and so I really put my sewing machine away. I never really got into garment making until after the birth of my second son in 2019. I decided to try my hand at sewing garments, and so I started doing a bunch of, you know, Goodwill refashions. And 6 months into that, literally, Bernina posted that they were doing a giveaway. They partnered with Tiffany Pratt at the time, or Pratt, I don't recall. But they partnered with her and collaborated with her to come out with the Bernina B435, which is a sewing machine. So of course I entered into the competition having no expectations at all, okay? But it was basically to make a bag. I wish I had it up here so I could show you, but so you had to make a bag and get super creative with it, and I did, and I happened to win. And so what I won my Bernina 435, which is the machine behind you. Let me show you. And ever since then, I have fallen in love with Bernina. I have been sewing on this bad boy for 6 years now, and it is incredible. And this is not even this is like the lowest model they sell now, the B435. They've gone on to sell a lot higher end, higher tech quality machines, but that one is amazing, and it's great. So anyway, so I've fallen in love with Bernina, and for years on my Instagram, I've been trying to get their attention. I've like tagged them in thousands of things, and you know, I kind of was like, man, they're just never going to notice me. And then somebody told me that they had the Bernina Ambassador Program and that I should apply for it. So I applied for it, and I got chosen. And so this year, I've gotten chosen to be one of the face representatives of the brand for all of 2025 and half of 2026. And so this has brought us to the point of unboxing my machine. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so there's a few odds and ends. Let's do those first, and then we'll do the machine. So the first, okay, so these are all the sets. So it's a little box that has Bernina on it. And then there's accessories inside. This is pretty standard. This will come with most like higher end overlocker machines, but it looks like it's got oil and a bunch of different things for the serger spools of thread. And then we've got another box. It's kind of under the machine. There we go. Okay, another smaller box. Okay, and this has, it has a foot. I'm trying to decide what that is. I'm not sure. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, so this machine is computerized, and I'm pretty sure this is one of those stylus pins so that you can click buttons instead of using your fingers, but this just comes with a few more accessories in there. And then it looks like I have, I forget what this is called. Whoops. Speak up if you know what this is called. But it's the, it's not the plate. What's that thing called? But it's what goes on the machine for where your fabric lays as you're sewing and serging. Whatever that is, chime in if you know. Plate. Okay, here we go. Moment we've all been waiting for. Dun da da da! This has some girth to it, y'all. Okay, of course I opened it up on the back side. Oh, Bernina L890. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful machine. All right, let me prop this over here. Maybe I can just move it closer and we can look at it together. Gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, here there's a little, on the box here, there's actually, it says what all these things are. A dust cover. Maybe that's what that thing is called. I've talked to a few of you who actually own this exact machine. So I'm excited to learn things from you all. There's so many functionalities on this that I didn't have on my previous machine. Also, did you just hear that? Look, there's little suction cups on the bottom. It just stuck to my wood floor. Oh my gosh, look at this beauty. I'm gonna try to move that light out of the way. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Just disregard the lighting. Oh my gosh. What a beauty. What a beauty. So this raises, depending on how tall you need it for your thread spools. This is where the thread spools go on the back here. One thing I own 2 Bernina machines. So every time I've gotten a Bernina machine, it's really cool because before they ship it off, they actually do a test to make sure that it functions properly. And then they write down on this card as the certificate who tested it. So you always have proof that this thing works before you get it in your hands, which I think is just a really nice touch. There's a lot of trust with this machine and this brand. I love her. Okay, I'm gonna sign off on my live and I'm gonna go ahead and switch to stories and get this in its new home right over there where my old serger went, and we'll start playing with it. Anyways, I cannot say thank you enough. Truly, I would not have the opportunity like this if it hadn't been for all of y'all cheering me on along the way and just being so supportive. I truly am so grateful. This is such a dream. It feels like an out-of-body experience. So undeserving, but I'm so grateful. And I'm just thankful that I have other people who geek out on sewing like I do that get to share this with me. So thank you, thank you. Can't wait to teach you all the things about this beautiful machine. Love you guys. Hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you in just a minute on my stories. Bye.